we're gonna burn, I guess you might as well burn together, right? Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Duskmourn is almost here, but not quite yet. My set review was last Saturday. Watch it on YouTube. Of course, last Friday I discussed the cards in Duskmourn. This week's 10 new brews, but we're not there yet, unfortunately. So what I have for you is a really exciting Pioneer / Explorer deck. This is a deck that won the Magic Online Challenge last weekend, played by Hamuda to a perfect 10-0 record. And it's a pretty exciting one. We have a Prowess deck here, mono red Prowess. Okay, sure, whatever, Jim. But a little bit of a Fling angle going on. So, of course, a lot of the usual suspects, right? We've got Monastery Swiftspear, Emberheart Challenger is a new one that's insanely good with haste and prowess. Slickshot Show-Off, Heartfire Hero, Kumano faces Kakkazan, sure. But the real wrinkle here is the Black Splash. Gives us a number of things. The biggest one here is Callous Sell-Sword. Adventure card, burn together, 1 red sorcery. Target you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. So you cast this thing, all your prowess stuff goes off. You fling at your opponent, you can kill them. If you fling a Heartfire Hero, it's double damage thanks to the death trigger. You fling a prowess creature, you get the prowess and does the damage. This is going to allow for a lot of turn 3 kills, which is obviously very powerful. Also a creature on the backside too if you need a creature at the time. Black also gives us access to Claim to Fame, which is honestly insane in this deck. Being able to return Slickshot Show-Off and all the things that your opponent really wants to kill, and then also being another spell that can give haste and +2/+0 and trigger all your prowess stuff is awesome. And we get access to the best black cards in the format in the sideboard. Fatal Push, best kill spell in the format, and then Thoughtseize, best discard spell in the format, right? So, that's huge. So this deck's got a lot of game. It's crushed the challenge. It's been probably the most exciting new deck in Pioneer in the last week or two. And a big deal for all you folks playing in, I think there's an RC coming up, stuff like that too. So let's give it a spin and see if the hype is real. So let's get right to the games. Brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using the promo code JIM5 at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs, and remember to use the code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
On the play, hand is great. Come on a Slickshot. Let's do it. Keeping. Good old Blackcleave Cliffs. Pretty creature heavy, honestly. Just gonna keep showing off. 2 good pump spells too. Snow-covered island Mausoleum Wanderer. This has got to be good for us, right? All right, so play Slickshot Show-Off as a 2/3 flyer, an absolute house in the matchup. And we'll attack. I guess Wanderer is like a little annoying. You can maybe counter a spell or something, but not particularly terrifying. So we got our prowess triggers either way. They attack for 1. They say yeah. So probably looking at a counter spell of some kind here. I kind of like maybe just like playing a pump spell and plotting the show off to play around soft counter spells for next turn. You can have like Rattle Chain, have a lot of things here, honestly. Just attack. Is there a chance to just do nothing? Just do nothing. Yeah, let's save it all for next turn. I feel like force a pretty good constellation prize. So we just plop this show off and just say go. We have the entire clip locked and loaded for next turn. Here's Rattle Chains, sure. Give something hexproof. Don't care about that. We're just coming to kill you. Can't counter all of these next turn, and they don't have much removal in their mono blue deck, obviously, so. Otawara and Snow-Covered Island. And they're just... I respect the aggression. Here's an instant speed Supreme Phantom. I mean, you are supremely dead, my friend. I don't think that Mono Blue Spirit's plan to race us is a very good one, so it's untap. Draw Swiftspear also. Here's Slickshot Show-Off. Here's Monastery Swiftspear. Here's a combat step. And they're all coming in. Even just casting 2 spells is lethal with all the prowess stuff, so they block Kumano. Alright, we'll start up with a Titan Strength. That's the one I want them to counter, so let's start with that. There are all your prowess triggers. They're going to play a Spell Pierce. We're going to cast the Monstrous Rage and go to the next game. I guess they have Mausoleum Wanderer too, right? But I think it's this is a lot of prowess. This is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I count 14 damage. Was I right? Oh, look at that math. Math skills for days. All right, so looks like a pretty good matchup, obviously. We're going to bring in Fatal Pushes. I guess Reckless Rage, too. I mean, what are we even cutting? You know, like... I guess these Might of the Meeks. I guess you cutting some Sell-Swords. I don't think we need the extreme aggression, nor you... I mean, the sacrifice is part of the resolution of a spell, not the cost. So if they counter it, it's not the end of the world. But I just don't think we need to go that deep, realistically. Our creatures are pretty important. Claim to Fame is interesting because they don't really kill our stuff. So, like, it doesn't seem particularly great. Like, things will die. Yeah, I'm just going to cut Claim to Fame. I think this is pretty good. Alright. Opponent's mulligan. Our hand's pretty interesting, right? It's just a bunch of removal spells. And a Slickshot Show-Off. Show-Off is pretty easy to resolve thanks to plot. I think this is fine, actually. Like, the rages are obviously really awkward, but we can kill the first thing. If they have, like, their nut draw of, like, you know, Curious Session, whatever, we have an answer to it. And then we just have good stuff going on. Don't want to leave a fatal push, or just play my Blood Crypt tapped. Fatal push. They could have Flash Flyer into Curious Obsession, so... They have End Step, Spectral Sailor into Untap, Curious Obsession, and... a counter spell. I guess I could have like just killed it and played around that, but it seems unnecessary. Sailor is not exactly a threatening creature we need to kill, so it's gonna untap and fire up the old Bugbear. Plot. Say go. Fortunately, Rage not so good with Show-Off, but here's the Curious Obsession. That's not ideal. Maybe I should have just killed the Sailor. I don't know. This is like the only way this deck ever gets ahead. So here's a Mausoleum Wanderer. We draw Emberheart Challenger. That is good. That is good with Reckless Rage. So here's a Show-Off. They're gonna Geistlight Snare it. Great. So this plays into our plan perfectly. We just want to kill her stuff. So I guess we gotta... This is fine. Do this. We gotta push this Sailor. And we'll just play our Challenger. Ideally, they won't have another Obsession, but now I've got Reckless Rage for days also, which is great. Got triggers on Challenger, which is great. Supreme Phantom, no problem. Attack for 3. Sure. So, we got Rages for days. Let's Rage here and, oops, here and here. Trigger our Valiant ability, get our top card. They're going to Fading Hope. I guess we just Rage in response, right? We'll just kill this. They can sack the Wanderer. I think that's fine. Wait, what am I doing? The Rage is already in a stack. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking that the Rage will fizzle, but it still happens anyway. So like, I screwed up. Whatever, it's fine. Let's try bottom. Here's our Valiant trigger. Here goes a land. So yeah, I just wasted a Rage. That was unnecessary, but whatever. It is what it is. Re-resolve this thing, attack. I think we'll be okay. They have a 1/1 flyer and a 1 card in hand, so we got more Rages. We have our Den of the Bugbear also. 13 to 16. We draw Monstrous Rage. And I think I'm happy just starting there, right? Just get our Valiant trigger going. Worst they can do is bounce it response. I still get the Valiant, so Another Challenger, love it. And then I think we play the Ramunap Ruins to give ourselves access to Rage, plus Pepe 1. And attack. Just a casual 8. Half your life total, please. Rattle Chains. I would say we don't need to kill Rattle Chains. I also think that we would like to cast this Rage on our turn to be able to use the Emberheart Challenger card. So we're not in a rush. They just love attacking. Even in the face of certain doom, you know? Alright, so we're going to untap. We do have Den of the Bugbear too, I guess. But let's untap. Draw Arcanist. So let's fire up a Rage. Let's Rage on Challenger and Rattle Chains to see what happens. Get our Valiant going. This card's so good. It's unreal. They have an Ascendant Spirit in response. That could be a 2/3, which is, I guess, a thing, sort of. Top card is another Challenger. So challenging. Alright, well. What are we going to do with go all in, right? Here's a Geist Light Snare. Alright, you got me, I guess. Attack for a bunch. These trades are not in their favor. Play Arcanist. Play land tapped. Say go. We have Bugbear waiting in the wings. Those are Ramunap Ruins too. We just kind of got it all here. Shackle Ice to draw. I can't even block. Yeah. Probably one of the more lopsided matchups in the format, but we'll take it. Alright, we are on the draw. Opponent's mulliganed. Also Jegantha. Could be a mirror, maybe. Double Kumano. Sounds good. You can keep this. Double Kumano. We got a 2-drop. They can pick up the counter. We got Monstrous Rage. And looking like it might be a mirror. It is a mirror. Okay. Darling of the new format. And obviously them being on the play is good for them, but us having extra cards is good for us. We'll see if we can't fire up a big turn, I don't know, maybe a turn 3 kill. That'd be nice. Here's Emberheart Challenger in for 3. I mean, we're going to Slickshot Show-Off. I mean, we have a lot of damage available the turn after. We like... If we were to wait and plot this, we lose the counter on Kumano. We could maybe just kill anyway. It's just going to cast it. Let's play Sulfurous Springs. Let's cast Slickshot Show-Off. Then have our Rule Spell here. I don't know if we win next turn. We do a lot of damage. That was just 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a lot. 13, 14, 15. I think we're wash you 1 point short of lethal next turn. If I did the math right, which is obviously not always the case. But they have Reckless Rage. Alright, well, that sucks. No, they have Callous Sell-Sword. So they're going to do Prowess, and sacrifice their creature to kill my creature. So that slows the game down significantly. They hit Ancestral Anger also. We're not even playing that card. But of course, at a major cost. They just 2-for-1 themselves pretty badly. They can get it for 4 here. Bad news is they don't really have a follow-up. And that was kind of rude, honestly. Oh, they acclaim too. Wow. What a good draw. On the play, mulligan to 6-5. Alright, so flip over our Etchings of Kumano. Heartfire Hero, Titan Strength, Monstrous Rage. All very interesting. Unfortunately, blocks are pretty awful against the Prowess machine here. Maybe we want to use Heartfire Hero as a chump blocker. I don't know if we can get enough damage through then, honestly. Kumano next turn doesn't really do much either. Alright, I'm going to fire in for a big attack and play Heartfire Hero as a chump blocker. Arcanist is no good. I guess we're just going to attack. Play Heartfire Hero, play land tapped. Our lands are a little painful here. So say go, block and deal 1, and then maybe try and finish them off with the Monstrous Rage. Hopefully some other spell we draw. It's not great, though, honestly. Here comes another Emberheart Challenger. And a Fame. So +2, +0. They have a 5-3, a 3-3, and a 2-3. That is enough damage to kill me, so I'll block this. I mean, the good news is that we have draws to kill them now. 9, Swiftspear. That might do it. I don't actually know. I'm just gonna cast my spells. 2, 4, 8. I believe that's it. Yeah. All right. What a fireworks show, right? Can we come back for exact lethal? Ooh, boy. All right then. Let's look at our sideboard here, and I think you want an extra reckless. I may try these fatal pushes, honestly. Yeah, just bring all 4 fatal pushes. Bring in the fatal pushes. We're on the draw. It's gonna be harder to, like, you know, just do the whole, like, kill you turn 3 kind of thing on the draw, which makes me more inclined to want to take out some spells. I actually think the Reckless Rage maybe should come out. We can't really risk them. It's fine. We need to kill our stuff. Never mind. I might just get Titan Strength or Might of the Meek. I got the Might of the Meeks. The Might of the Meeks are risky if they kill a creature in response. I'm going to shave 1 Titan Strength. I think we're, especially on the draw, we're less explosive. More concerned with just kind of trying to kill them. I'm sorry, kill their creatures. I want another Rage too, I think. Rage in, and then another Titan Strength out. And then Callous Sell-Sword. It's honestly, like, not great. We could bring in the Flowstone Infusion, which is kind of a sketchy card, but Hazoret the Fervent, also kind of cool. Let's kind of Sell-Sword for Hazoret. Go a little bigger. All right. Hand's pretty good. One of Mulligans again. We have Kumano into Slickshot again. We have Reckless Rage, Claim to Fame. Claim plus Slickshot's obviously awesome. Returning the Slickshot for 1 mana is great. Then we got turn 1 Heartfire Hero. Hopefully they don't kill us in turn 2 here. We're going to Blackcleave Cliffs and then Kumano. Unfortunately, our Reckless Rage is not a super reliable removal spell in his hand. It would kill. I guess it wouldn't kill Show-Off with a counter on it, but attack for 1. Okay, that's good. And 2 mana for a Dreadhorde Arcanist. That's a card we kind of need to kill, but unfortunately just can't yet. So we'll just cast poor Slickshot Show-Off here. It is a 2-3. And we'll say go. And leaving Arcanist alive is not ideal. They play Hero, tap land, and they have no spell. That's so lucky for us. Okay. I mean, now this game just feels kind of over. We go land, Slickshot, Show-Off, Reckless Rage. Yeah, we're trying to attack with everything. Etching is actually cool because it turns off the Heartfire Hero ability as well. There's no death trigger. So we're gonna Rage, targeting Show-Off, and Arcanist. Must kill the Arcanist. Arcanist is the most high impact card. It has to actually, draw a spell at cost 1, but target you, 2 triggers. They can kill the Show-Off in response, doesn't actually do anything, so sure. So it's funny, I'd ready for them to actually just kill the Show-Off immediately and not give me a target, because I had nothing with more than 2 power to survive Reckless Rage. But we'll take it. Here's Torch the Tower, sure. We got Claim to Fame, ready to rock and roll though. So Heartfire Hero is a card that is very, very powerful, but does need help. It can't do it by itself, and we're seeing that right now. So here's Claim. Let's claim back our Show-Off. And then I guess we should go all the way here, right? Let's go Titan Strength and Fame. Just get it all in there. Here's Titan Strength. This actually probably just kills them. Yeah, they're probably just dead. And then Fame. And yeah, so their draw this game was pretty bad, but pretty cool game 1. Obviously winning by Xaxes, so that's nice. Man, too bad we're not playing poker, huh? All right, so we're on the draw. 4 lands is a lot. Our hand is pretty good. I mean, I guess we're going to keep. Turn 1 Kumano, turn 2 Challenger is pretty good. It's not a great hand, but we'll keep. We also have Jegantha to help us out if we need it. And here is turn 1 Cauldron Familiar. We draw Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, so we got Arcanist, but nothing to do with it yet. Yeah, should I fire Kumano? I think we want to go Kumano into Challenger, and then we'll set up for Hero later. Hero and Arcanist don't have much to do yet. No targeting effects and no cheap spells. Here's a Vine Reap Mentor. Oh, is this a Bloomburrow draft or what? Making a Foog, draw Monstrous Rage. Awesome. We're going to Challenger here still. Could put the counter on Arcanist, but it doesn't seem necessary. So, Challenger, attack for... This attack isn't even good. This is a terrible trade for us. I should have played. That's fine. There's no attack, so go. And let's see what happens here. We have Arcanist, Monstrous Rage next turn. Don't want to rage a Challenger in the face of a Fatal Push. They cash grab and get a land. This really is a Bloomburrow draft deck. They get Hive of the Eye Tyrant and start tapping themselves out. That's awesome. You're right into the Bugbear. Okay, so we can Monstrous Rage here and look for a spell. They can double block, but now it'll exile the Familiar and the Mentor, which is great because etching. So let's just do it. Let's start here. So we're going to exile our top card. It might have haste or be a spell we want to cast. Just do this now. Sorcery speed. So Monstrous Rage. Prowess. Top card is a land. We're going to play the land. Act for a bunch. Let's play the Arcanist. They're going to block Kumano, get no thing. Awesome. All right, they're at 13. We have 2 must kills in play. Unfortunately, we have a lot of lands too, but here's Witch's Oven. Thankfully, my big guys got Trample. Monstrous Rage is real good. You know, really is one of the best pump spells probably ever printed. You know, that Trample staying over is really good. So here's a Familiar Sack to Deadly Dispute. They draw some cards. They don't play a land in our removal spell here. They are super dead. They're digging for it. They got treasure up. I guess they have treasures. They get to play a tap land, but 2 foods and treasure. They can't return the blocker in the form of Cauldron Familiar. Both of my cards have trample right now, though. So the old 1-power trample creature, very exciting. Tap land. And they're going to say go. We draw another Emberheart Challenger. So I would say that we're going to play Challenger and attack. Arcanist will try and flash back the Monstrous Rage on this second Challenger. And see what we hit off of the trigger. I imagine they have Fatal Push here, because if they don't, they're just dead. So combat, they will allow me to attack. We will flash back the Monstrous Rage. We'll target the other Challenger. Prowess up. Top card revealed is a Might of the Meek. Interesting. If they had a removal spell, they probably would have cast it already. Feels like. Probably would have killed the Arcanist, maybe pre-combat. I don't even know. All right, sweet. So opponent's draw wasn't great there, obviously. They didn't have much interaction. But we'll take it. So looking at our sideboard, Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Hearst not great against Cauldron Familiar and Friends. They're probably playing the Yurgra combo. Which I think we're fast enough to probably overcome. I don't know if your sideboard, honestly. Like, maybe we want Thoughtseize, but I'm not even sure if we do. I think we should stay fast for game 2. All right, game 2. 2 lands, Hero, Challenger, Show-Offs for days. It's a little creature heavy, but we can work with this. Bloom and Marsh, and the Goose. Callous Sell-Sword makes the hand somewhat exciting. Here's Heartfire Hero. Let's see what happens. Pathway on green. And Scavenger's Talent. Whenever one of my creatures you control die, make a food, only once turn, and supplier. So pretty good draw this game, right? They are really popping off. They've cast 4 spells in by turn 2. They mill over a Mentor and 2 lands. And they're looking for 2 familiars and a Urgra. We draw Blackcleave Cliffs. So I think we just want to get Slickshot Show-Off in the air. And then show off again next turn with the Might of the Meek and try and kill them on turn, I guess, 4. That'll probably be fast enough. They could also gain some life too, so you might not, might need to go bigger to kill them, which of course Slickshot Show-Off does, so let's just do this. Unfortunately, our hero's staying home, so it's not a very good trade for us, so coming in. Next turn would be Show-Off and then Might of the Meek. They mill over a Feasting Troll King. Interesting. They play a familiar from hand. That's not ideal. So, drain for a life. They can food it. This is how many? 3 foods. All right, Feasting Troll King's back, I guess. 2 foods for that. Here comes the Feasting Troll King, which would be a large 7/6. It does not have reach, thankfully, or haste. So we still have like a turn or 2 here. We play Show Off, attack for a bunch. They attack for a bunch. We attack for hopefully a bunch more. Fling and kill them. Alright, we draw Arcanist. Sure. It just... Stay in the plan. Here's Show Off. We're going to Might of the Meek on the Heartfire Hero. Attack step. And these 2 attack. Get a counter on that hero. I could have maybe attacked also and just like dealt the 3 when they block it, but this has trample, right? Yeah, maybe I should have attacked too, actually. But all right, Might of the Meek here. Pump them all up. They have a removal spell. Nope, they're making a food. Sure. So we are fortunate our opponent hasn't drawn any removal spells yet, right? But this kills the goose, draws a card. We draw a Titan Strength. Excellent draw. That should kill them next turn with the Sell-Sword, right? Probably. We have Titan Strength is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 combat damage, and then 8 Fling damage. I think I like to draw any 1 mana non-creature spell to really push us over the edge, but here's Cash Grab, revealing a Cauldron Familiar, and not much else. 18, 19, there are 20 life, effectively. Might need that extra spell, honestly. They attack for 7. I may just block here. It's 2 extra points. We're going to block eventually anyway. I don't think we're targeting this again either, so this puts them down to 16. Again, with the 2 familiar triggers, they're effectively at 18. Good old Feasting Troll King. They're going to play Supplier. They mill over... Not much. Not much. So they can sack this and return it, and then return this one also. So they are effectively at 18. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't set a stop. I should have upkeep Titan Strength. That was a huge mistake. Alright. Would obviously bottom this. Let's see what we look at. I guess I actually can't play other non-creature spells. I have a stupid village. Alright, let's just cast Titan Strength. And our top card is Reckless Rage. Yeah, we would have... I'm sorry, I can't cast multiple spells. So let's dump this. This is 6. This is 9. 9 and 9 is 18. Oh, actually, we're good. Never mind. Or 9 plus 8. I think we're actually 1 short. But then I can block with the Heartfire Hero. I don't know if that'll do it. Alright, let's attack. So this is... Yeah. I think we're 1 short. Right, so we go to 7. We burn together. Target this. Target them. Pumps up, but then they get to sacrifice the familiar, return it, and then return this familiar. And they'll end up at 1 life, and I'll be at 9. I have a Heartfire here that can block. And they have 2 more iterations of a trigger as well as the foods. Yeah, I think we just fell up 1 point short this game. We drew a few too many creatures. Alright, so make a food. Turn familiar. Yep. So they didn't draw any removal spells, but they had a turn 3 Feasting Troll King out of play, which is pretty good. So, alright, they got a 1. We play Heartfire Hero, which again will kill them on the trigger, but we're going to die first thanks to Trample and the Cauldron Familiar triggers. So, pretty exciting game, honestly. About as close as it gets. Yeah, so block 6, 7, 8. This is just 9 damage proper. Yeah, they have life gain, so yeah, it's fine. Okay, all right, game 3, close one. That's fun. All right, I'll play for game 3. Oh no, it's a 1-lander. I think if this was Titan Strength, you can maybe keep and go for a Scry, but we gotta mulligan this. How about a no-lander? How about it? Put a mulligan also, thankfully. We're going to 5. Okay, I guess we're keeping 5. It's funny if this hand would be... I guess it wouldn't even be 8 rates. I have only have 1 land, but... I mean, I guess we're dumping the Fling. And maybe the Titan Strength. You want to keep the card draw element. And do we keep Arcanist or Slickshot Show-Off? The Kumano counter on the Arcanist is pretty nice. Show-Off obviously kills better, but I think I want the Arcanist. Alright. So we're going to do this and hopefully draw land. Alright, is what it is. Here's Kumano. Say go. You're 35% to draw land. Not great. We don't. Alright, well. I guess we're going to Might of the Meek their Familiar and just try and draw cards, see if we draw land. And we don't. Alright, well. That's not too fun. Here's Familiar number 2. They have an Oven too, just for the full Monty. Of course they do. Alright, yeah, so this game's going about as bad as it possibly could. I mean, our Kumanos are kind of cool. I guess it's only by damage, doesn't even matter, but alright, yeah, they probably can't win this game anymore. If we drew a land this turn, would have been difficult anyway, but... So, block sack. I'm not dealing damage to the thing, so it won't get exiled. They take 1 damage, and we're already in Cauldron Familiar loops. I probably should have beat us with this, with just Cauldron Familiar loops. Just no combo, just the, the attack for 2, ping for 1, gain 1, block, etc., etc. Here's Satyr Wayfinder. That card's fun. Revealing Glissa, Sunslayer, Vineroot Mentor, and 2 lands. Oh, Glissa, eh? Alright. Might of the Meek. Okay. Well, let's just start here and try and draw land. Tight. So to build your own Monstrous Rage. Let's attack. Unfortunately, all the chip shot life gain they're getting is really negating our aggression here. Sure. Cast Titan Strength. We deal 6. We'll scry. Land on top. We can do better than that, I think. I think we have to. Land would allow us to cast the Arcanist and the Heartfire Hero. Yeah, we need that, actually. Alright, so deal 6 they go. Next we need to go 2 creatures, and then obviously if the Arcanist lives, we have a chance, but... Here's Cash Grab. Mills over a bunch of lands, and a Vineroot Mentor. They return the squirrel, they get a food. Nope, just land. Interesting, actually. Get the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I guess that means they have a Yurger in their hand. Just want land 5 to combo kill us. And they have the Goose, too. Yeah, I think we're cooked. Yeah, only taking for 1, 2. Yeah, they have Yurger in hand 100%. So, fortunately, our turn 4 or 5 or whatever it is being a setup turn is a little too slow, obviously. But you can see what their combo looks like. All right, so we'll attack, play Arcanist and Hero, and probably just die. But it's our best chance to win if I don't have it. So, alrighty, and they even have the block on the Swiftspear down. They got us read like a book. All right. Oh, here's a Arcanist and a Heartfire Hero. And hopefully there's no calamities in our future. Yeah, so here's the combo. Yurger makes everything into a food, allowing Cauldron Familiar to sacrifice itself to return a Cauldron Familiar. And you just keep bringing them all back. And every time you do like 1 damage. Pretty cool new combo. We're also around a 5 mana creature, which is a big deal, but the rest of the deck is obviously fine too, which is kind of cool. So, all right, pretty impressive, honestly. 2 really, really clean wins, and then a very close loss. Missed a few land drops. It happens, but there's no doubt this deck is fast, and this deck really, really goes. And one to be aware of if you're playing Pioneer, either playing with it or playing against it, because this deck goes really, really fast. Kind of sets the ground rules a little bit for the amount of interaction you're going to need because it is so fast. So, I'm Davis at CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out CoolStuffInc.com. Promo code GYM5, 5% off your order there on the site. And, of course, this is a very exciting week for Duskmourn. As I said, my set review was last Saturday on my stream and on my YouTube. This week is 10 new brews. Going to be on Wednesday. 10 new brews. I'll be streaming all day. And then on Friday, here on CoolStuffInc.com, you'll see my usual article where I go over all 10 decks with my letter grades for each deck, my thoughts on all the new cards and everything else. And then the week after that is Bronze and Mythic starts as well as our first real look at Duskmourn in Constructed. Very excited for this set. The horror themes are cool. Since I get a little silly almost in comparison to Bloomburrow being so cute, but the mechanics seem incredible. It seems like a really, really good sandbox set with a lot of cool things to do, a lot of deck building. I'm very stoked for it. So let's get that all going, and I'll see you soon.